somebody doesn't get to come here and
ruin our stuff.
ruin it, like they're either like blood forefathers or their cultural forefathers didn't build these places. They don't get to ruin it. If anybody's going to ruin it, we are.
It's going to be Phil.
It's going to be me.
Yeah.
We get it's just not, we don't give up on these cities. We built them. We should protect them. And I think we should do anything we have to preserve these cities. And if some, loser American-born person wants to ruin it with their bad socialist ideas, I hate that.
That's what's happening in Chicago. And I say, you're
okay.
cool with that.
And I don't even want that.
And
I don't even want that.
Kind of like
send in the guard to Chicago.
That's what you are, pal.
No.
Send in the guard to Chicago then. Send in the guard to New York. They don't get to ruin it. We built these cities. Our forefathers built these cities.
We built this city. Did we build it on rock and roll? Is the question. Welcome to Who Versus with Phil and James and Grant. We don't do last names.
Yeah, special guest. This is the first time I'm actually nervous to have a guest because we both know and like Grant.
And that's why you dressed identical?
Yeah.
Identically?
Yeah. Grant is a friend of the show. He's a friend of all of ours.
A listener.
And, it actually matters to us if he likes the show today, whereas all the other guests, I didn't care if they liked it. But they did like it. They did like it, though. Okay. They did like it. So, Grant, introduce yourself.
Yeah. We're not big on bios.
No.
Or doing any work.
Yeah, I'm Grant. Do immigration policy. Have been doing immigration policy for something like 13 years.
That's about as long as I've known you.
Yeah, it's about almost the entire time.
Yeah.
And have you hated immigrants the whole time?
Never.
No.
Never. Oh yeah, but I've seen this issue change for going from we were kind of like a fringe. We're kind of Republicans weren't good on immigration when we started in this, and now it seems like most are pretty good.
It was the opposite.
Well,
well, it wasn't even the opposite.
Even the ones who aren't good still have to pretend like they're good.
Oh yeah.
Whereas that used to be the complete opposite. In fact, traditionally, the hardline immigration party was the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
Tradition.
That's what Bernie ran on in 12 or 16. One of those cycles he ran.
There's a great quote where he's like, "No, I'm not for open borders. That's a Koch brothers thing."
Yeah. And Obama wrote about it. He was like, "Mass migration's bad for workers," in his bio.
That was during his halcyon communist
Bernie's
days.
never voted good on anything.
No,
He's been bad forever.
He's actually, everyone's like, oh, he stands by principle. I think that's terrible.
No, Gang of Eight. Do you remember? You were around for Gang of Eight. He
Eight.
got bought off by setting up a fund for college students to find work. It was like, we're going to massively increase immigration, but we're going to have a fund. And so that was good.
Well, in Burlington, Vermont, that's got to be at least half their population. They're all college students or professors.
Yeah.
Speaking of college students, and Natanya, does Grant have to put his face closer to the mic?
I can get right here.
I can hear him.
He's got a lapel mic
fine.
on.
It'll work? All right.
I don't know. How
Belt and
close should I be?
suspenders.
I could do voiceover work.
You could. He's got a great.
I asked Natanya a question. She didn't have an answer. Swing and a miss.
Do you have?
Shut up for a
Do
minute.
you have sponsors? I could do your sponsors.
We have sponsors?
Why don't you do a fake ad read off the cuff? He's got a face for radio? No, a voice for radio.
I have a face for radio too.
We'll have him read some jokes, maybe.
All right.
We might have him do that.
Oh, I could do
Speaking of college students,
Nice baritone.
thought off
what a transition.
Bernie. What's with these 600,000 Chinese students? What is happening?
I don't know. I think that there are certain Trump cabinet officials who are less on team immigration than others, and that come up with really bad ideas. And
Name and shame. You don't have.
We end up with stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't make sense. The president came out and said, I want to bring in 600,000 Chinese students.
How many do we currently have?
For currently enrolled, which means people who came in over the past 4 to 6 years is 340,000.
So this is a major plus.
So we'd have to double. But the White House said today, oh no, we're talking about 600,000 over 2 years. But even then, it doesn't really make much sense considering that's just the amount of visas.
And I assume all of these Chinese students are doing classes like DEI classes and sociology. They're definitely not going into nuclear energy and mathematics.
AI, technology, math.
The trick with, so here's the problem. There's a lot of problems with immigration, but one of them is how we do student visas. There's 3 of them. There's 3 separate visas just for students.
Was it J1,
visas,
F1?
J1, and J1's one of them. It's exchange visitors. That's what the Chinese use a lot of, and M visas. So first of all, you have 3 separate visas, so it's hard to keep track of what goes where. And then second, there's a pathway from being a student to someone who stays here forever. And that path is in a legal program called OPT. which was created by executive fiat.
Other
It has
people's
never been
time.
authorized by Congress. It was like Bill Gates in a bar on Capitol Hill developed it because he wanted to get around H-1B caps. And so it's now the second largest guest worker program we have. So you come as a student, you decide you want to get a job, you enter OPT for after graduation. You're still on a student visa even though you've graduated. Then you can work for whoever for 3 years, and then they don't have to pay FICA taxes on you. So that's the pipeline.
So it's
if you're
slave
from
labor.
China, India, or whatever, you go into OPT, you get sponsored for an H-1B, you sit in that backlog forever until you get a green card and you're here.
So you go LP, or so yeah, green card.
Yeah.
3 years where on the employer side they're getting a great deal because they're not paying FICA on it.
Yeah. Yep, for OPT. Yep.
What? Well, if it's created by executive fiat, can it be ended by executive fiat?
Yes.
So let's do that tomorrow or today.
You'd
Let's do
think.
it today.
You think, except
should I call?
the Supreme Court said, you can create an illegal amnesty program like DACA while ignoring the Administrative Procedures Act and do no paperwork, but then you can't repeal it the same way. You actually have to go through the steps and jump through the
Isn't
hurdles.
that funny how that happens? Like all these executive orders seem like a one-way ratchet. Just create something out of whole cloth. Now you can't undo it. You got to follow the law when you undo
Got to
it.
fight the Supremes for that.
Yeah, it's a mess. But I don't know. I don't know where the 600,000 came from. Twitter has been blowing up over it.
Sure.
People are ticked off. It's just like the H-1B fight we had over Christmas where all the tech workers who are very active on X
Yeah.
were furious about these kind of the Ramaswamy H-1B things he was talking about.
So you can basically come here at 18 from China.
Yeah.
For college and stay until you're 65 years old.
And this is on a non-immigrant visa. So when you come in on a student visa, you're saying, I have a foreign residence I intend to keep. You're telling the government you intend to stay. But then they're just staying and working, and that's that. There's nothing we can seemingly do about it other than get an admin. Who
That's
wants
like a non-immigrant visa is like a tourist visa. So you're coming here to go to Disney World, then you start working at Disney World, and you stay there the rest of your
Right.
life. That's the equivalent of what it is. That
It's
sounds
bad.
That's not right. I don't like it. I'm versus that.
Yeah.
I'm versus that.
Look in the camera.
Is
I'm
it who?
versus
Is it
that.
whom versus? I can't figure that out.
No, it's who.
We have a British show for them. It's whom versus.
To whom versus?
Probably like an E in there
To
too.
whom versus
Where
art
is it?
thou?
WHOUM. Just English stuff is so confusing.
Spell.
Whom?
I can't spell American, let alone English American. I know you add a U.
There's a U everywhere.
You put a U everywhere. Labor, color. Is it a color? Phil's British.
No, not.
You live there.
Yeah, for a couple
On a
years.
student visa. Did you get a job and
I
work there
was there on a
forever?
student visa.
You did get
Can
a
I
job.
admit to a crime on a podcast?
English crimes don't count here.
Right.
Crimes against the crown.
I worked in a pub when I was over there. It was the best time ever.
That sounds
It was
awesome.
great. It was like an old school pub where you had to pull the levers
Oh,
for
from
the
like
ales.
the casks
There was
downstairs.
the casks downstairs. You had to pull the levers
They're
for
not
the ales.
pressurized lines.
And they would come out nice and warm, which you would think you don't want,
Nice and
but
hot.
you don't. You do want that. You want them nice and warm and sort of room temperature. And it was like the weird British version of like a bizarro world Cheers. Whereas in Cheers, everybody was kind of nice and solving each other's problems. You had Norm, you had
Cliff Clavin.
Cliff and
Woody.
Woody. Of course, is the Ted Danson character.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
then there was
you're-
Diane.
Well, Ted Danson was the owner. He wasn't the bartender. You were Woody, but
I was Woody. I was
Or
Woody.
Coach.
This was the opposite version. Everybody in that bar was a total mean, degenerate drunk.
That's more like real
Yeah,
life.
but did it have an awesome pub name?
It was
don't have to
called,
say it.
I don't know if I should say it.
Don't say
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Don't
I
get
don't think
firebomb.
I don't think the owners are there anymore. It was a young couple. They lived
Well,
upstairs
they probably got cut to death with a machete in the UK.
by somebody enriching their culture.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would show up there on Saturday mornings, and there would be a line of people waiting to get in at like 10 a.m.
Just to get hammered.
just to get in. And I would say there was one guy, I forget what his name was. He was a pensioner. And so he would, the day before, he'd go to the bank, cash in his pensioner's check, and he'd come in every single day with just a stack of bills. And I just knew it was one of those hard ciders, those clear ciders,
Yeah.
and a lime. He would just, from
put a
10
lime in a
a.m.
cider?
to about 6, yeah.
bitter
Little lime
taste.
wedge.
Yeah.
10 to 6, just hard ciders all day long. And he would leave completely blasted.
Yeah. That's not a culture in decline. Normal, successful countries do that all the time.
I feel like we need to get to that level.
I know. I almost like that.
It was fun. It was fun. I mean, they were mean, but they were also kind of nice.
Was it like
In their own way?
Here's a question: was that bar associated with a football team or whatever they call it? Football.
I
don't
think
Football.
I don't think it's a football.
I think it was loosely a Chelsea bar.
So it
But
was
at the time, I think Chelsea was crushing it, and so I think everybody was like, if you were not really a football bar, you were like a de facto Chelsea bar.
Okay.
Well, one day, a couple of roughneck rugby players came in, and they trashed the place, absolutely destroyed it.
You had to fight them.
I chased them out.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to
Like a
chase them
broom?
out.
How'd
And
you
I
do it?
was, I'm not exactly big now, but I was even like smaller then. I was just a little scrawny guy, and these guys were monsters.
Yeah, the rugby.
And
guys.
I sort of like, excuse me, gentlemen, but you have to leave. These guys were blackout drunk and pissed off. Probably had head injuries from playing rugby.
CTE.
And on their way out, they just trashed everything. They broke the TV screens on the wall. And then I was lucky. I saw the owner. He came back in, and I was like, hey, man, these guys just trashed your bar. He went behind the bar, got a bat, and chased them down.
Oh, got a bat.
Got a baseball bat.
Like a cricket bat?
No, it was like a Louisville Slugger.
In England?
Yeah.
The story doesn't add up.
Chased him down the street. It was great.
Even there, the bats are superior.
Even the
Yeah, even there.
old maple.
I have nothing but good memories.
Straight grain maple.
There was another guy, he would come in wearing like a Fonzie leather jacket.
Yeah.
Totally affected, but whatever, it worked for him.
That's cool.
Awesome
It
people.
is like a British sitcom version of Cheers. Except they say Cheers there. Like we don't say Cheers.
Yeah.
But they'll say, like, if you hand somebody something to hold the door, they're like, Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
We found a random Irish pub near my law school, like in Virginia Beach. Weird location.
Yeah.
It was the greatest place in the world. It was like a house on the inside. It was like fireplace.
Wow.
Really quiet. There's those regulars. They're sitting at the bar in their leather jackets with little funny hats.
I didn't think we
Oh,
were
it was
going to go this direction, but we probably should.
We should.
American drinking culture and bar culture is like inferior to Europe.
Yes.
To British
Yeah.
and Irish particularly.
Yes.
Like way inferior. Like I lived in Ireland for a bit. There were not TVs in the bar. There was like live music by like 90-year-old geriatrics just like banging away on Irish folk music. It was awesome.
You know what they do really well that we don't? So if we want to go to a bar, we usually drive to it and you park. For them, they're obsessed with their local pub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's their neighborhood.
It's your community.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
thing.
like your living room. And like they are
They're not
super
driving
big on
home.
that.
Yeah, it was weird. Like it was very common. This is gonna sound like a joke and a stereotype, but Ireland, like workers would just get their lunch there, drink like a pint or two, and read a newspaper.
Yeah.
Like our going to the culture, our culture is like we go there and we do like Jaeger bombs, Jello shots till 2 a.m, and then drunk drive home or
Yeah.
Uber. It's like that's not a good drinking culture. We got to work on that.
They drink differently too. Like we drink to get, at least not anymore, but back in the day to get drunk.
Yeah.
Those guys do it slowly over several hours.
Yeah, they drink all day.
They
long.
drink all day long. They get pretty hammered,
Yeah.
but it's not like, first off, they would never order an Irish car bomb. That's a weird made up American thing.
Especially in Ireland.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Looking back, I kind of wish I got like more involved into the culture of that bar. I sort of saw myself as an American. I'm just here to pull pints. I'm making a little bit extra money. But looking back, there was just a crazy cast of characters.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
They're not like, you have a cute accent.
I don't think anyone says
I
that
don't
to
know.
Americans.
They don't think they're like,
No.
I think they think we are nasally, which we
Yeah.
might very well be.
I'm not.
Upper Midwest people are super nasally too. Not all of Americans. Northeast is like South. You would not say they're nasally.
No.
We're going to play a game.
Speed round.
We're going to read you some descriptions. You can see the pictures on the board right there. We're going to read you descriptions, and you can see pictures of the national dish from
God.
countries in Central and South America. You need to tell us where these dishes are from. Let's start with Bandeja Paisa.
Can I just say that looks awesome?
That
and
does
I would
look
That's all right.
100%
I would eat that. There's nothing wrong with
They
these
serve
dishes.
that at Cracker Barrel. I would eat it.
But
Yes.
you are a man that does immigration, so we thought you would be the expert on the local foods.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with this. I would eat that.
Countries that
Beans
I'm
and
not allowed to go
sausage and
Yeah.
plantains and something fried.
That looks awesome.
I'll read a short description. This well-known dish, especially from the Antioquia region, which I know you're familiar with,
Oh, yeah.
that features a generous platter of diverse ingredients, including red beans, white rice, ground beef, chicharron, chorizo, fried plantains, and a fried egg and an arepa. It is known for its hearty portion size. Is it from A, Ecuador, B, Brazil, C, Colombia, D, Nicaragua?
I'm going with Colombia.
You're
because
going
of
with
the arepa.
Colombia?
I've made an arepa.
Natania, scroll down.
What do we got?
Colombia! There we go. Well done, sir.
Colombia.
You are a credit
for one.
to
Oh,
your
man.
field of immigration restrictionists.
Watch Encanto with your children.
That's right. Watch
That's
out.
right.
This looks like a
Encanto.
chicken pot pie.
It looks like all these dishes are very familiar. So this is salteña. This dish is a savory baked pastry similar to an empanada, but with a signature sweet crust and juicy gelatin-based filling
Gross.
that turns into a savory stew when baked. The filling typically contains meat, potatoes, peas, sometimes olives, raisins, and a hard-boiled egg. Is it from Bolivia, Guatemala, Paraguay, or Bolivia? I put Bolivia twice.
It's got to be Bolivia.
Sounds like it's Bolivia.
Gave it away, Netanya.
Bolivia, Boliviano.
Never said I was good at making
My
games.
brother-in-law married a Bolivian chick. She has never talked about that dish or made it. And they have made many times like the dish of
I
Bolivia.
don't really want gelatin in my breakfast.
No.
I don't want it either.
Maybe
Okay,
you do. Maybe it's good for your joints.
moving on. This is one of my favorite things. It's got those plantains or fried bananas or whatever.
This is simple, but looks awesome.
This all looks good. I would eat this.
Yeah.
So this is Pablon Criollo. Pablon Criollo is a traditional hearty meal that reflects this country's diverse cultural history.
Okay.
The name Pablon means flag, and the dish is often plated to resemble the three stripes of the country's flag. Is it from Venezuela, Mexico, Chile, or the state of Goiás? Goiás.
I'm going Venezuela.
Going Venezuela.
Are there three? I don't even know what the Venezuelan flag looks like.
Dude, you are crushing it.
He's 3 for 3.
Dude, you are.
And you didn't even put Venezuela twice on that one.
Honestly, I thought you'd fail miserably at this. You are crushing it,
Three
dude.
for 3. He's an immigration expert.
I should know the food.
Whoa.
Well, look, this is a good look. I would eat
Oh,
this.
that looks fancy.
Oh,
That's
this
way
one.
too fancy.
Well, the dish
Next
here is
up.
mole. Mole, and specifically the dark, complex sauce known as mole poblano, is considered this country's national dish. It's a rich and intricate sauce made from dozens of ingredients, including chilies, nuts, seeds, fruits, and often chocolate, with the most common variety served over chicken or turkey. Mole is a labor-intensive dish with deep cultural significance, prepared for special occasions and considered a culinary treasure.
Oh, no.
Is it
Guyana, you can scroll down a little bit to see
Guyana?
the options there. There you go.
Mexico.
Guyana, Mexico, Costa Rica, or Panama. Mole.
You say yours and I'll say what I think it is.
Mole.
I think it's Mexico.
I do.
And Mexico's tempting, but I'm going to go with Panama.
Panama.
I don't know why.
Survey
Netanya?
says.
Where are we? Mexico.
Ooh,
Wow.
mole. That's like a Mexican
I've been to
thing.
Mexico. It's
Guacamole?
the only country I've been to multiple times.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know it. Wow.
This one threw
That's
me
Parmesan.
off because it just looks like
That's
cornbread.
cornbread.
Looks like cornbread.
So Cracker Barrel.
So, sopa paraguaya.
Oh, one second.
Oh,
Sopa
come on.
Paraguaya.
I feel like you're gonna get this.
Can I guess
one.
this one already?
Well, I could
Paraguay.
be throwing you off.
Could be.
I could be throwing you off.
But
It's not
all
their
3
national
answers
dish.
are
Sopa
Paraguay. again. 3 of the 4
Sopa
say
paraguaya, a dense, savory cornbread made with cornmeal, cheese, and onions. This dish is a staple, often served at special occasions alongside red meats or poultry, characterized by its spongy texture and rich flavor,
It's
contrasting
cornbread. We know what
sharply with
cornbread is.
soup name. Costa Rica, Peru, Paraguay, or Argentina.
Why did you get really quiet when you said
Yeah.
Paraguay?
Why?
I don't know.
I think it's Paraguay.
You think it's Paraguay,
See,
Netanya?
Paraguay.
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 All
You know
right.
what?
Like,
Paraguay. if
where is
that's their food-
Where's American cheese from?
Yeah, exactly. Paraguay sounds awesome. Here's another dish that
This looks
looks
good.
like it'd probably be good.
I would eat those oranges.
I would eat this orange.
This is, I can't say these names. I apologize.
You don't.
Fiojada. Fiojada is I'm probably saying like a swear word in Spanish. Is a hearty. This is the last one. This is the last one. So you got to get this right to be 4 for 5. Is a hearty black bean and meat stew that includes various salted, smoked, and fresh meats like pork trimmings, dried beef, and sausages, often served with white flour, braised greens, and a side of farofa.
This is almost like
This-
southern,
This is
like
gonna be one of my
southern
countries.
U.S.
Yeah.
This is my
Rice and
favorite
beans
part
and-
of this description. It does look like that. While legends suggest it was invented by slaves, there's legends behind this dish. The dish has roots in Portuguese cuisine, and it's now a beloved, culturally significant meal. I kind of gave the
Brazil.
plot away. Brazil, Trinidad and Tobago, Chile, Falkland Islands.
Wait, is Trinidad and Tobago in the
That's the
South
that's
America?
the curveball. So I'll go with Brazil just to be
It's
safe.
gotta be,
Brazil?
'cause You said
But
Portuguese.
it could be Trinidad.
That's Brazil. Thanks for playing along. 4 for 5, not bad. You are an expert in your field, Grant.
Damn. I didn't
You
know
really
much about
are.
other countries' food.
You really are an expert.
At least it wasn't flags. Flags would have been bad.
Where did you grow up, Grant? I never knew this.
Richmond, Virginia. I'm kind of southern.
That is. Richmond is real South.
Yeah.
Northern Virginia is like not part of the South at all.
It's weird. It switches in Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
You notice that? All of a sudden, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I just drove 95 this last week, and all of a sudden you're like, that's a Confederate flag right there.
That reminds me. Do you remember a couple years ago when like cancel culture was at its height? There was I think a UVA basketball announcer. He's a Chinese, I guess Chinese ancestry, but he's an American. But his name was Robert Lee. They fired him from doing announcing.
It was after the Charlottesville riot.
Because people thought there would be a connection between a Civil War general.
I know, like Robert Lee E. Lee from this area, and then like
was it L.I.?
It was like Bruce Lee. It's like, come on, leave that guy alone.
Poor Robert Lee.
Yeah, Richmond's. That's an interesting place. I don't know much about it.
They have a good microbrew culture.
They do. They've got like
it's the
kind of a cool hipster culture.
It's
there.
The hipsters.
I think I had a brother-in-law that went to a college in there for PE physical therapy school. Like, what is it? VCU? VCU?
Yeah.
Okay. And we went down to visit him. I'm like, this place is pretty cool. Anyway, we don't have to get into Richmond. What else did you? Oh, we were talking immigration.
Talking immigration.
Next thing we know, Phil is the Woody.
I'm Woody.
The Ted Danson of.
Yeah.
You're right.
Bristol.
I was Woody.
You were Woody.
I would make a good barkeep. I can see it.
I did all right.
Did you wear a little hat?
No.
Did you wear suspenders and a bow tie?
I got to wear whatever I wanted.
Did you constantly polish the glass? You got to polish.
There was a lot of cleaning of glasses.
Did you ever? Was there brass on the bar? I've always wanted to be a bartender.
It was
and just
beautiful.
Polish brass.
It was a beautiful wooden bar, and it was like wood all along the walls, and there was pictures of just random dogs.
It's a dog-themed pub?
It was it was named after a dog. I remember the name.
Yeah.
It was not dog themed, but it was named after a dog, and the owner had a Weimaraner.
Yeah.
And there was just pictures of dogs everywhere.
I like British pubs are always like the lamb and dragon, the slaughtered lamb, the shield and crown,
the farmer's cock,
the farm, probably. Yeah. It's a cock of the walk.
Yeah. Why's everyone laughing?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by that?
What about roosters? I'm confused.
Yeah, there was some real dirtbags there. So immigrants, why so many? No.
How many is too many? I heard a great immigration guy named Mark K. We'll call him that. Krikorian. I can say his name. He's not on this show.
He's awesome.
And he was giving a talk on it, and he just surveyed the audience, and he's like, what level of annual immigration is acceptable to you? And some person was like, $1 million a year or $2 million a year. And it came to me, and I said zero, net zero. And I was actually, I don't want to say to the right. I was like, he was higher. He was like 300,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, where'd you come up with that number? And he's like, that is the number of people who are foreign born that get married to an American. They should be allowed to come into the country. Like, if it's a legitimate nuclear family, like maybe it's a widower in England that has 3 kids and he marries an American broad, they should come over here. I said, no dice. Yeah. He's like, what? And I was like, no. They're net zero. Sorry, bud.
You know how crazy the whole marrying somebody from abroad is? I won't say who because he's actually very close to my family. This guy, for the longest time, was, I love Trump. Immigration, we got to reduce it. Biden, Kamala, and the Dems, they suck. What did this guy end up doing? He ended up having a sham marriage to a Colombian woman who is more than a third his age. And now they've got an anchor baby.
Yeah.
This guy literally did a 180 because he found some Colombian hottie.
But she's still with him.
Yes.
Because a lot of what
okay, it's not a sham marriage then.
It's a sham. It's a
see
sham.
These
She's
American
she's
guys.
there for the money.
They go and they have like multiple marriages every time because you marry until you get the green card, and then all of a sudden it's a divorce, and then you move to the next one and the next.
But are these guys getting paid for this?
No, they're feeling important.
Yeah,
cool.
These are older guys who are.
Who is the examiner that is like this that decides that's a sham marriage? Is there someone?
Yeah, they do interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They'll actually sit down. They used to sit down. Yeah. They're going to do that again. They moved to like virtual interviews
Zoom.
during Biden.
Yeah, they were doing Zoom immigration court.
What are they asking?
They're just asking basic questions like, what would you know? Like, when's his birthday?
What's his middle name?
Nightmare for dudes.
Honestly, dude, I
don't
think I know my wife's birthday.
If you know immediately the answer, it's like that's a sham marriage. But if you have to sit there and sweat over it, that's like this.
What's his favorite food? Buc-ee's.
His favorite food. The thing, I've heard this story like 10 different times from different people, and I'm sure they weren't all in the same room at the same time, but it's the story of like the wife went to get something and bumped her head, and the husband immediately responded by, "Are you okay?" And that was a sign that it was legit. But since I've heard that story from
yeah,
I don't know if that's a real thing. But
I have heard that.
Yeah. It's any kind of criminal investigators, they look for that stuff. They look for signs.
Speaking of which, you just had a baby, and I just had a baby a month ago. When we went to the hospital to deliver this baby, I don't know if they did this for you. Have kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 kids.
I don't know. Maybe they did this to your wife as well. She's like, "Okay, Dad, you just wait for a minute. We're gonna just do some intake with your wife. It's not like to take her blood pressure or anything. They literally call the wife into a separate room.
Are you?
It's like, do you feel safe with your husband? Are you
no,
okay?
They didn't do that with me.
They didn't do that with you?
No.
They did it with your wife?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe I just got a bad vibe.
James is like, you went to the hospital? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like the
home with cigars.
doula witch doctor in my backyard didn't do that. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
We were born in hospitals.
They did that with every single one
They
of our
took
kids.
one look at you and like, that guy is a wife
He's
beater.
trouble.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll ask my wife. I don't. I think
Definitely.
they
My wife was-
separate us during intake, but I think it was because I was parking the car maybe and carrying the bags in.
She was so insulted by the premise. Like, this is
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, it is Maryland,
Well, it was
It's Maryland.
G County. I
That's
mean,
a valid point. They don't do this in Virginia.
no.
we had it in a DC hospital.
Oh.
So
Oh, okay. Well,
speaking of Maryland, great transition to Maryland man, Kilmar Garcia Parra. I think
Garcia.
that was Nomar Garcia Parra.
Yeah. He's back, or he's staying, or ICE is trying to send him to Uganda.
why Uganda?
Why Uganda?
Just because
They're
they're
gonna
like,
do
we'll
Uganda.
take anybody.
Yeah, they got a deal. So you can make these deals. They tried it with was it Rwanda in the
I'd rather go to Uganda.
Yeah, I'd go to
I
Uganda.
don't know. At this point,
like,
maybe
you can-
Rwanda's better.
You can make a deal with a country and say, like we're doing with El Salvador, with some of the criminal aliens that we're sending over. Like, hey, will you take these people? It's like a safe country for people to hang out and while we process their work, or we'll deport them there, or whatever. It's,
Yeah.
Well, what's the deal? Do they get paid? Are we paying Uganda to
Yeah,
take
probably.
Nomar Garcia Parra?
Yeah.
The Cubs
We
had him
deport
after the Red Sox.
Sox didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's something like that. We pay them, so that's the deal. Which it's such a weird case because as far as we can tell, the media keeps reporting on Maryland man and that he was wrongfully deported to El Salvador. But in terms of what we can see from public documents, his judge said that we couldn't deport him to Guatemala,
Right.
not El Salvador.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
if they deport him to El Salvador, it's fine. But it may have been a judge's error, but we're all just going with it. Like
Yeah.
the judge put the right information down, but it said he couldn't be deported to Guatemala. They didn't deport him to Guatemala.
Yeah.
They deported him to the safest prison, basically anywhere.
Yeah. El Salvador.
Do you know what we
Place
pay
is
these
great.
countries?
No, it's a lot.
Here's the
If we're
thing.
paying them, it's a
When
lot.
we start doing,
I'm going to go to AI. James, you fill some space.
I don't know why I'm blanking on the thing when somebody has a credible fear of
Yeah.
persecution back home and they come here for asylum
Yeah.
status. We should send them to Uganda.
What we can do is like let them stay in Mexico and process.
Yeah,
them
it's
there.
like your asylum fear is in Ecuador, let's say, because a gang. Well, that doesn't even count. It has to be like you're a religious minority or
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
Right? And it's like, oh, the Hutus are slaughtering all the Tutsis.
Right.
So rather than us taking them, send them to like another asshole country.
Yeah, I mean, like the only
like
reason
you're scared there, but you're not going to be scared in El Salvador. You're going to have different
Right.
issues.
that's why it's
but-
gonna be like state-based persecution, right? Because
Yeah.
if it's not the government that's persecuting you, you can probably move from inside your country to a different
Right.
part of the country. Like if it's domestic situation, that's bad. But you can probably stay within your country and
Yeah.
avoid, it's not persecution, but that's what people
Right.
are claiming.
Yeah.
And why, if you're afraid of the government and your home government and you're escaping it and you pass through 13 countries on the way,
Yeah.
you should be required to apply in those countries. You
Yes,
don't just
each
pick.
one of them
Each one.
before you go up the chain.
Yeah. But that's not what we do
No,
because we're
of
crazy.
course not, because that's not what this is actually about.
It's not. And there's a reason why there aren't people coming anymore. It's not like the situation all of a sudden got better. It's
Yeah.
you got to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. So I asked.
Weird. What a
I
weirdo.
asked Grok, and there's no specific number, but what it did say is that they'll use it as negotiating leverage on things like
Yeah.
tariffs.
Okay,
use it for
I
that.
see.
Yeah.
There are all sorts of things you can do.
We're horse trading. Here.
So I guess there was deals with. Is this a real country? Eswatini.
Eswatini.
You know Eswatini?
I know that it is a country.
It is a
Don't ask
country.
me where it is.
According to Grok, we sent 5, and then South Sudan we sent 8
Woo.
in July of 25. Though Eswatini reportedly negotiated lower tariffs.
I feel like we're not importing a lot of stuff from Eswatini.
Yeah.
Like, what's made there that we're bringing in? Anyway, good deal. That's
Good
good
deal.
deal making.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. There's all those levers. The most fascinating one during the Biden administration, back at the beginning, remember when the Haitian president got executed?
Yep.
It was right after
What?
that. Yeah. The Haitian president at the time was shot and killed, was assassinated,
Mhm.
and they had an interim stand-in. And that's when all the Haitians, just after that was when all the Haitians were showing up under the bridge in Texas.
Yeah.
And the admin was getting crushed. It was bad press. Is they wanted a surge of people to not be on camera. Like that was the goal, to bring people in. Because when it was on camera, then people freaked out. And so they were trying to figure out what to do with the Haitians under the bridge. And the idea that the admin came up with was, let's send them back to Haiti. Now, none of those people had actually come from Haiti. They'd all been resettled in like Argentina for years and had bailed on their passports across the border when they came in.
Right.
But they had to get Haiti to issue travel documents to send them back. And so the way it works under the law is if a country is not issuing travel docs, you can cut off visas for that country. You can cut off all the visas to that country. So if they're not cooperating, you can say, cool. Now, what we normally do is we say, you can't bring your like diplomatic servants with you. We could say is, okay, so none of your guest workers can come in. You want to go to Disney World? Tough. Until you issue travel docs, we're not going to send you over there. But the admin didn't do that. That was the easy route. Instead, reports from Todd Bensman at CIS, one of the great guys who was reviewing this, went to Haiti to talk to the retiring ambassador about it. They said to the Haitian government, hey, we'll look the other way on this democratic election you're planning on having if you issue travel docs. And sure enough, Haiti issued travel documents. They started sending people back by plane. And once it was clear people were being actually sent to Haiti, the Haitians got back over across.
They're like, all right, we're going back to South America or Mexico.
It's crazy. So that, and I think that that's part of why Haiti still got the problems it has now, is they kind of blew off the election and they're struggling now to figure it out. Thanks, Biden. There's probably better ways than to undermine democracy to send people back to where the
permanent state does best. Is undermine democracy.
But that once the ambassador found out, that's why he resigned, and he's been.
Well, some people have some principle, I guess.
Yeah.
Where do they find all these like fake IDs from people that are going up from South America into Central America? Are they like literally at the U.S. border?
Just piles of them.
Piles of.
Yeah, because they show first of all they show your identity, and you don't want the government to know who you are.
Yeah.
You can make up a name and get on a plane. Awesome. The other part is you don't want to be sent back, because if you've got an Argentinian ID,
they're like
a passport, it's like, come on. You're safe.
You know, I tried to fly 2 weeks ago, and out of DCA and then back into DCA, and I don't have a real ID, right? I'm not part of
real
that.
American.
Well, I brought my passport, but they would not take my wife's regular driver's license because it was not real ID compliant.
So what'd you do?
She brought her passport too, but she tried the DL driver's license. So that's real, confirmed.
We're back.
Man, he's got a great
Welcome
radio voice.
to
Listen to that. You should do voiceover work.
I could.
You know, there's a
if this doesn't work out,
right. Well, it won't after this. So.
It's not.
You know, they have professional book reading jobs. You know, those that like earn $70,000 a week working from home. One of them, because I click on that shit. One of them was like, you just read for audiobooks.
Yeah.
You know,
Is there a
They'll pay
screening
you.
process?
no, probably not. There's got to be, right? It's probably AI because nobody's going to sit there and listen to you read a 12-hour Herman Melville novel.
Yeah.
But you could do it.
I could do it.
I would sprinkle in all the voices, and then, you know, like 3 hours in, I would start talking about that storm on Saturn and just see if anybody's paying attention.
Yeah.
Just little Easter eggs.
My story time voices are legit.
Oh my God.
Got range.
I guarantee. I bet their kids love it. Yeah. I do this. I have this old book from when I was a kid about Cookie Monster. You know, from Sesame Street. He finds a chocolate chip cookie tree, and then he goes and the tree. The rule for the tree is you can't take a cookie for yourself. You can only take a cookie for someone else. So you have to like have a partner to share with. Teaching sharing. So Cookie Monster's running through town, Sesame Street, trying to find someone who will share a cookie with him, and nobody believes him. But it's a great story. But through that process, he runs into Big Bird. He runs into Harry Monster, Bert and Ernie, and I get to do all the voices at reading live. My kids love it. That's just a whole story about me being awesome at
Big Bird
voices.
won't share a cookie with Cookie Monster?
They don't believe that Cookie Monster
Wants to share.
They think it's some sort of trick.
Wow.
It's kind of like the
Good
boy.
for them.
Yeah, they're smart. It's kind of like the boy who cried wolf.
I heard a great thing about like defunding PBS, which we just did recently. And the question was like, this show's been going on for 40 years. Just start playing it from the first episode. Like you don't have to make
You've got
new
another
episodes.
40 years of,
Yeah.
you know, just start
They're on Netflix.
Mr. Rogers.
Also, these shows are made for kids. My kids, they can watch at least my 2-year-old can watch the same show, the same episode of the same show
don't
every
know.
day. He's like a goldfish.
He
at that
don't
age.
know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They want
Sometimes I just
specific
put
Bluey
them in
episodes.
front of the window and be like, that's TV. Just watch stuff go by. I haven't done that, but I should.
We're gonna move on from immigration, I think. But are you optimistic?
Yeah, I'm optimistic. There's a lot of good people in good positions, and there's been a lot of good work done so far. The question is, how do we stop Congress from screwing it up? because
Yeah.
that's
What are they going to do? How are they going to screw it up?
They want to do amnesty.
If they do amnesty, it's a problem. So if the thing we see every time when in immigration, you look at border numbers, every single time Congress starts talking about amnesty, we get a surge. We got a surge during Trump the first time, a massive one.
Like a month and a half ago, like this thing about amnesty bubbled up. Did we get a surge then?
No, not yet. But I'll tell you, the people in the admin were really worried about it because they were freaking out that this would undo it. Now, it usually takes months, a few months, if not like a year. But like it's all like half of immigration enforcement is perception. So there's the law, but if people think that they're going to be sent home or they're not going to be able to stay, they're not going to come. Like that's usually how it works. So if the word gets back, hey, there's a loophole. Hey, the administration is talking about doing an amnesty. Congress wants to do an amnesty. That's when you see numbers.
So it's an attitude. It's a posture, right?
Yeah. And if we do appropriations and Congress decides to defund good things, which they tend to like to do on appropriations, then that's where you run into problems. During Trump 45, we were talking about credible fear a minute ago.
Yeah.
How it shouldn't be like, it's not supposed to be this broad catch-all for I live in a bad country and I can come in. Jeff Sessions, Attorney General Sessions, during the first Trump admin, came up with this thing called matter of AB. So immigration courts are in DOJ. They're not independent judges. And so the Attorney General can basically tell them how to rule on stuff. And one of those rulings was you have to have like a very specific kind of persecution. It's not going to apply to domestic cases or I live in an area where there's gangs.
Right.
Like you can't, like St. Louis is one of the more dangerous cities in the country. It's more dangerous than almost any city in Central America, but we can't go claim asylum in the UK because of it. Yeah. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like that's not how this system works. But he had a ruling on that. And in the first year, I think it was the first year, a Democrat amendment with Republican support, a Republican appropriations chairman voted to defund that. And it passed through the bill. And like they were trying to stop it. People in the administration were panicking. They had to do a magic rule to pull it out of the bill before it got to the floor.
Why are they so dumb to do that?
Appropriators.
Yeah, they're the worst.
They're the worst. That's the thing that scares me. That's the thing that scares me more
They
than
usually
anything
like
else.
spending money. Why do they want to cut it?
Yeah.
Netanya, guest producer.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start talking about this Scottish girl. Speaking of immigration, can you pull
axe murderer?
the axe murdering Scottish girl? Can you just pull up a video while we cue this up?
Right. So I did the search earlier because I didn't know what Phil was talking about.
I've just seen the clip.
Scottish teen axe, and it'll come up.
So, as bad as it is here, it's so much worse over there. I don't know why Europeans are the way they are when it comes to the whole immigration thing. It's so much worse there. They just actually have the run of the show over there. They can do whatever they want.
Yes.
And so I don't know what this young girl's name is. The punchline is, you can probably find it on X.
Girl story goes
video.
way further.
I would just go to
I
X.
think
You're
it's the
actually going
first
to play
one.
the video?
I would just go to X for like a quick hit.
What's X again? Oh, yeah.
That thing that we used to call Twitter.
Yes.
The punchline here is this girl just got arrested.
Yeah, 14-year-old.
14-year-old.
She was defending her younger sister or something?
I think so.
Or herself from an immigrant gang?
When I first saw this, I kid you not, I don't know what to believe anymore. I thought this was a setup. I thought this was fake. Yeah. It's insane to see this girl is maybe 80 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
And she had an axe
and
a butcher's knife.
Yeah.
Well, they got her for a bladed weapon.
So she just...
Those are also called tools.
Was she just like walking around town with these things? Were they in a bag? Like, it's just the whole enterprise is crazy to me.
Is this her?
Yeah. And we can't hear it, but she's screaming something like,
help me.
Like, yeah, like, don't touch my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the implication is, you just go ahead and play it.
Yes, you have a knife.
I love the language on this young lady.
Why are you fucking with us?
Kid bashers?
Show the knife. Show the knife. Show the knife. Show the knife.
Oh, yeah. Hatchet. That's not an axe.
Show the knife.
Notice the guys start backing up the second she pulled this.
Yeah.
But you also saw they were kind of encircling them.
Yes.
Yeah.
They totally were.
Yeah.
Who behaves around
Watch
children
this.
like
Watch this right now. This guy just rolls up. Dude,
He doesn't do anything?
stop and ask a question of what's happening.
Knife.
Yeah.
Maybe Dundee, Scotland is so, they're just like, whatever, this is train spotting. This is like normal. So,
Yeah.
okay. Grown men should not be encircling young women.
I mean,
period.
I don't know anything about this town. It looks like a working class town.
Yeah.
Like a lot of towns in Scotland, just like normal people trying to live their lives.
Is it more like Glasgow and less like Edinburgh? That's my geographic knowledge. I have been to Edinburgh, so I know that, and it's not a working class town.
You know what this reminds me of? You guys seen what's that movie where the guy wears the Guy Fawkes mask?
V for Vendetta.
V for
V
Vendetta.
for Vendetta. I know there's that scene at the very end where V is saying like how the revolution will happen. He's like,
Yeah.
at a
shoot
certain
the
point, the fingermen will shoot an innocent person, a child, and then the men will rise up, just like take things over. You're looking at it, man. That movie was prescient.
But the UK people are so emasculated that they can't. I don't think most of them would be capable of rising up.
The 14-year-olds will rise up.
Yeah, the 14-year-olds might, but they're basically on the brink of civil war.
Like,
I don't think that's bombastic to say.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
this
That's the point of that V for Vendetta story is you're gonna take a lot of crap, and then at a certain point something's gonna happen.
It's a spark.
And you would have thought it would be.
Powder
But
keg.
I'd like to talk to that guy. Tanya, get him on the show. I'd like to talk to that guy that was walking through like,
Random Scotsman that's like, mind my own
Yeah,
business.
this happens every day. It's fine.
what's going on? Like,
You know what it is? Kitty Genovese all over again.
oh yeah, what's that? That's like a
Before you know it,
famous
the
case.
Boondock Saints rise up, and no, I don't know. That's the lady who was being stabbed to death in broad daylight.
Well, it's like the truck
screaming
driver
for
here.
help.
It's like the truck driver here. Like that clip, like made people. Go
Oh, the
nuts.
one where the guy did
The guy just like
illegal U-turn?
casually turns in the middle of it, and you know
Yeah.
clearly an SUV drives in. Those people died
Yeah.
immediately, and he's just
stone faced.
pulls over and it's just kind of standing there.
Was he like a psychopath or not well in the head?
Yeah.
He's not a
Intellectually, like
psychopath, he's-
who does that
Well, like that's what Grant is saying is
in
like
terms of self-preservation?
It's
The-
people have been. I mean, the truckers kind of groups have been really, really active on
I
this.
bet.
Florida's doing stuff to crack down on it. They're saying we should put ice at every truck weigh station.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
We had this issue in Illinois. Illegally, unlawfully present person got some truck licenses, killed like 6 people. This is a problem. You know, there is a major work shortage in long haul trucking, and they pay like nobody grows up and is like, I want to be a long haul trucker, but the pay is awesome. If you can get over the methamphetamines and the lot lizards, you are gonna have a great life. If you don't fall into those
Right.
traps, you'll do great.
My
I wanted to be a long
my
haul
wife's
trucker.
grandfather.
I might
I thought you were
retire
gonna say
and
lot
do that.
lizard.
No. I want to retire and either buy a dump truck and just dump things, or become a long haul trucker and like have the cabin in the back
Yeah.
that you can sleep, and like my wife will ride shotgun, we'll just drive around.
Are
and
you
get
just
paid
trying to
do it.
relive Sylvester Stallone's Over the Top?
Over the Top, and I'll start.
Have you seen Over the
wrestling
Top?
tournaments.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Of course.
of course. Yeah,
course you've
but when when the cops are interviewing this guy, he's just nothing there. It's like somebody turned off the AI, and he was just like, he was in his corporeal form. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
No, like, oh my God, what did I do? Or not, I didn't see them. Just
What do you think? That
just
is?
a meat bag of nothing.
Possession? Is that what we're talking about? Demonic possession?
No, I think it's cultural, man.
He's like,
What
it just
culture
happens.
was he
So
from?
occasionally
He's
you take
Indian.
a turn and kill
He's
3
Indian.
people.
Like South
No-
Asia Indian?
Yeah.
Not a red Indian.
And I'm not saying that they don't have a value for human life, but they don't look at it the way we do. Like any American, even a piece of crap American, would be beside himself that he had just
Was
killed.
this guy on drugs? Was he
Even
drunk?
if
I don't
it
know.
was,
I don't-
it wasn't your fault. You'd be
Yeah.
distraught.
Yes. Gee whiz. All right, now my blood's boiling.
It's got nothing.
Now
Okay.
we start the arm wrestling.
Yeah. Should we arm wrestle?
No, we should.
We'll get hurt.
I don't want to shame James on
Talked
his own
about the
podcast.
Chinese. Talked about Kilmar. Why so many Indians? Where do you want to go?
What else you got? Oh, there was another topic. Hold on.
The Scottish girl.
We did Scottish Girl.
We did the UK. What's going on? That's what I wrote. Cracker Barrel we could talk about, but we can talk about. I have funny notes. I can't say that. American cities.
Yeah.
I say let them burn.
I.
Phil says no way.
This is the first time we're versus each other.
We are finally versus
wow.
each
Yeah.
other. This is like CNN's.
All right.
Crossfire.
What's your argument? And Grant,
You get
can
the
judge
govern-
us who's
Yeah, I'll
right.
judge.
In general, you get the government you deserve. If these people are too stupid to vote, like Brandon, what's his name? Brandon Williams, Brandon Phillips, the mayor of Chicago. Like if they're that dumb to elect these people, they deserve what's coming to them. That's my thought.
It's your thought.
It's a fair point.
Counterpoint.
You
Counterpoint.
should get the rep you want.
You get what you vote for.
We're like
Members of Congress, where it's like, well, if you want a potato, you should have a potato.
yeah, and I want a potato.
That's
is that
an
an Irish,
that's an Irish
insult?
thing, isn't it?
It might be.
And I'm not smart enough to get it.
We're kind of like McLaughlin Group, but
Yeah.
total retards.
Wrong. Wrong. All right.
But
What's your
here's my view is I might have less of a problem if the guy running for mayor of New York was an American and he had bad ideas. My view is Americans built these cities. Americans we will never meet built these cities to make them beautiful. Like, I don't like New York. It's too big for me to like wrap my head around, but it's still a great American city. Chicago is a great American city. San Francisco, the architecture out there is amazing. Somebody doesn't get to come here and
Ruin our stuff.
ruin it. Like, they're either like blood forefathers or their cultural forefathers
Right.
didn't build these places. They don't get to ruin it. If anybody's going to ruin it, we are.
It's gonna be Phil.
It's going to be me.
Yeah.
We get like, it's just not, we don't give up on these cities. We built
don't
them.
give
We
up.
should protect them. And I think we should do anything we have to preserve these cities. And if some, loser American-born person wants to ruin it with their bad socialist ideas, I hate that.
That's what's happening in Chicago, and I say you're
Okay.
cool with that.
And I
if
don't
an
even want
American
that.
ruins
And
the
I don't
city?
even want
But it's
that.
kinda like
Send in the
preserving-
guard
You're
to
just a xenophobe.
Chicago.
That's what you are, pal.
So,
Send in the guard to Chicago then. Send in the guard to New York. They don't get to ruin it. We built these cities. Our forefathers built
We
these cities.
built this city. Did we
That-
build it on rock and roll? Is the
We did.
question. Okay, Starship.
That's my view.
well, it's kind of like an art perspective. Like you've got to protect the historical thing, the buildings that they want to burn down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the kid version of this would
Cultural,
be you can like make fun of your mom, but your friends can't.
Right.
Like, you don't get to make fun of my mom unless you're a very good friend of mine. And in this analogy, the very good friend is an American.
Can we not protect the brutalist architecture though?
Ugh,
Yo,
dear. Don't open up that
That's
scar.
like storming a bunker. Those
Right.
things are built to
The
survive.
buildings. Yeah.
But they're.
I would
crap
argue
ugly.
brutalist architecture is not American.
It's
it was,
not.
It was
We know it's not.
imported from.
Check out episode 47 or whatever it was.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay,
That's my view.
Probably the right take, except mine's slightly less racist in that yours like if an American-born mayor ruins the city, you're fine with
But
that.
you know
but
what?
because Magadami, whatever this wuss's name is,
the guy who can't even lift 135 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, I've amended my position then.
no one
Any
gets to
American
ruin it.
city, like
Yeah.
San Francisco, is being ruined by Americans. They don't get to ruin it.
Yeah.
Send in the guard. Send in the military.
Yeah.
Send in Delta Force. Protect San Francisco, New York, Chicago, St. Louis, all these great American cities.
Yeah.
They don't get to ruin it with their bad ideas. And here's why. 'Cause that spreads. So
Yeah.
I used to agree with James's point of, just let them get the government they deserve. They'll learn their lesson. And then they'll vote in people that are better. They don't. In fact, it's
they
the opposite.
clearly don't.
It spreads like
Yeah.
locust. It spreads. And so you're going to see this nutcase in New York. Then you're going to get a bigger. You think this guy in Chicago's bad? You're going to get somebody even worse in Chicago. It's going to go to Miami, all these other major American cities. It never reverts.
No.
Always
What's
goes
happening
forward.
in Texas with California and
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
See, I'm more like the Ra's al Ghul,
Yeah.
where I'm like, give them over to their depravity.
And I'm Batman.
And you're Batman. That's what it is.
It's what this show's always been
So
about.
You set it up so that you're a good guy hero and I'm the bad guy terrorist. All right, I'm fine
Well,
with that.
That's fair.
I mean,
The League of Shadows.
Roz had an argument.
Say League of Shadows
Well,
in
like
your
this,
best
this
voice.
so there's
Bet it's beautiful.
maybe it's somewhere in between. I mean, you saw it in Chicago during the open borders crisis, right? You saw it was all poor black neighborhoods. They were getting overrun.
Yeah.
And people that were lifelong Democrats were like, I'm sick of this. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. And so it's kind of like the chaos allowed these folks to like recognize that they're being, run over by elites in Chicago. But at the same time, the Chicago leadership didn't change.
No.
Because these people are still going to get run
worse.
over by those people
Yeah.
that are at the top.
People did not think it could get worse than Lori Lightfoot. It did.
Yeah.
DC has been terrible forever.
Well, the Roz Al Holland approach is that New
No
York.
last names on this show?
We haven't used last names.
I don't think so. It doesn't matter.
The Roz Al James.
Nowhere to
The
find
James Al Ghul approach
James Al Ghul.
is, and I get why it makes sense, is like at a certain point, the host is so sick, it can't be saved.
Right.
I'm sympathetic. I think they're just too stupid to govern themselves. And they have to be saved from themselves. People in New York. What? What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
I mean, alternatively, maybe things get cleaned up and people go, oh,
Oh, so there is hope.
maybe there is hope.
It doesn't always have to
Right.
be terrible.
Like, look to that point, look at the videos coming out of DC. Like,
Yeah.
people who are lifelong DC residents, outside of the Northeast area, like Southeast DC, Northwest DC,
Yeah.
they're all posting videos online about how thankful they are. And these are like not rich white women. These are black people
All
whose
sorts of people.
families have been in DC for generations. They're like, thank you. I can walk. One girl yesterday posted how nice it was to walk around Union Station.
Yeah.
No one
without the
said that
smell
in
of-
15 years.
No, I got chewed out by a Zimbabwean Uber driver in front of Union Station because back when they had the tent city out front.
Yeah.
He's like, clean up your country. Like we'd never allow
Guy
that.
from
Dude,
Zimbabwe was
that's
giving you
smart.
Like he was ripping into me like it was my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't put those
Clean
people
up
there.
your country.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's like, clean it up.
Zimbabwean expat.
Yeah,
That's smart.
it was something.
Time to look in the mirror.
Did he say clean up your country?
Yes, he said clean up your country.
Yeah,
there's
see,
that.
kind of got to tell there, doesn't he?
hmm
Clean up
this is
your
not
country.
this country.
He said it was shameful.
You know, how many foreign-born Uber drivers, what's our max carrying capacity as an immigration specialist? How many do we need? And food delivery
Specifically
guys?
Uber drivers?
Or gig economy. Like, we don't have Americans that are willing to do
The funny
this?
thing is, every single time one of those industries, like a place gets busted, and it's one of those where like, oh, jobs Americans won't do.
Yeah.
They're functional within 3 days.
Yeah.
Every single time. We had 2 big busts during the Trump admin of meat packing facilities.
Yeah, pork facility in Iowa,
They
right?
emptied out like 75% of the population,
Yeah.
and it was functional within like a couple days. They just had to offer a couple bucks more an hour. There was a plant up in Chicago. It was like a McDonald's like bakery.
Yeah.
Same thing. Now the ethnic makeup of these places changed pretty dramatically. It started to look like the neighborhood it was in. It started to look like, Chicago. But there are workers to do it.
Well, that's fine. They're American citizens.
Right.
To show like the people in that neighborhood should be working.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, American.
So when you say that they have to be paid more, are
Yeah.
you talking like they need $25 an hour extra? Or are we talking like $3 an hour?
Like $3. I mean, but that's the market, right? Like if you've got in an ideal market situation, if you've got a difficulty finding workers, you're going to have to increase benefits to pay for it. And if you can't find the workers at the benefits you're offering, you got to increase costs. Or you increase like whatever you have to rethink your
Unless
business.
you can
Go out of
import
business if
illegal.
there's too many
Yeah.
of you.
Right.
If you can't compete with some other guys that are doing it the right way, and then maybe you need to not be in business.
That's like the funniest argument is sorry, we'll go out of business without illegal immigration.
But that's what they do.
But
like,
that's what they're arguing.
they
That's
come
what
here
the
every
ag worker
Congress.
people are saying.
this,
Yeah.
you see it for all these.
Big ag.
It's now we have a day, we're coming back to immigration. We can't let it go.
No.
That's
But like these guys come in every year and they tell Congress, if you don't give me the visas I need, I'm going to go out of business. Now, what's cool is we can now see all the wages they've offered, and we know none of them increased wages for the past, 8 years. Some of them, it's hilarious. Some of them have decreased wages. They dropped it during COVID, and now they're back up to where they were back in 2018. It's nuts. And if this is a real market, if you can't find that work,
Yeah.
you're going to be increasing wages so you can pay for it. But like you're clearly not doing that.
yeah.
It's nuts.
It's a false market. They're eliminating the market forces.
So why do the
drive
businesses
it.
don't need to adapt? During COVID, businesses adapted. You had like all the landscapers up here. I don't know if you've seen this, but they're all Christmas lights installers now.
Yeah,
Like it's professional
have
Christmas
noticed
lights
that.
because they had to have a way to make their business not be seasonal so they
Yeah.
could employ people year round. They adapted.
Yeah.
They lost the work, so they were forced to do it. And so instead, Congress is like, no, you don't have to adapt. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna bail you out every single year.
Christmas lights need to come down, what, end of January?
Yeah.
For me, well, J6 Patriots Day, I take them down.
It's longer
Yeah.
than you think.
The Feast of the Epiphanies.
Yeah.
Or you get the LED.
after the
No, but see, the elite move is you get those LEDs that change, and you just adapt the holiday colors.
Okay, so
You just keep functioning.
where do you
Christmas
go
down,
post Christmas?
Valentine's
You
up.
go Valentine's.
You go
Valentine's.
straight to Valentine's.
See, I skip Valentine's. I'm orange and green. I do St. Patrick's Day.
St.
Why are you doing
Patty's Day.
orange on St. Patty's Day?
I shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Only
I
green.
know.
Come
I
on.
really shouldn't, but I'm a Protestant.
We got a guy in my neighborhood, and I'm thinking about either talking to the mayor or possibly firebombing his house.
Where is
He
this going?
has
This is
a-
that former current employee.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. You know that guy that keeps taking your parking spot?
we're back to parking lot beef.
We need to talk about
Dude, the
that too,
prosecutor's going to have you're laying all the evidence
I'm
down.
not firebombing anybody's house. Anyway, this guy has Halloween decorations up all year long.
but he's to change the outfit. Then it's okay. If you do the giant skeleton, you put the hats on.
There's another neighbor that does that. He has like stuff. He changes the outfits. This guy is maybe 20 houses down from me. He has
A
a
lot of houses down. What are you
lot of
doing?
houses.
You have no business down there.
It's
You
he's
see-
walking.
that's
You
the
get
rough part of
It's his-
town.
He's doing his daily walk.
You get 4 houses on either side, and that's it, brother.
That's it.
That's your world.
He has a giant skeleton. When I say giant,
Yeah,
it's
I've
gotta be
seen this.
60
like
feet high.
18 feet. Wait,
I have no sense of height.
it's probably 12 feet
You're
high.
25
I've seen those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do they? My thing is like, I'm not surprised that guy keeps that up year round because where the hell
hard
are
to-
they storing
Yeah.
these things?
You don't want to attic
Yeah.
big enough for this.
No. Christmas decorations take up all my storage spot.
We saw a house with 2 of them, and they were Bill's Mafia skeletons. It's the season.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Be creative. Put it in a jersey or Halloween stuff or whatever. But all year round, Christmas, he's got a giant skeleton in his front yard.
But does he put like a?
No, he doesn't do anything.
He just leaves this.
Maybe this guy's
you should
obsessed
call
with
the
Halloween.
HOA.
We don't have an HOA.
that.
We
Neither
have
do
an
I.
HOA.
Neither do I.
So
We do. It's a blessing and a curse.
I feel like it's
We don't have skeletons up year round.
Yeah.
We have a ban on political signs, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
But it's
I hate political signs.
my
I
HOA.
won't do 'em. I
My
won't do 'em.
HOA cited me one time, and it was because it was after it was a really really bad thunderstorm, and they cited me for having a tree down. I was the next morning.
Salt in the
It was
wound.
The tree
The
got
next
blown
morning?
down. It was the next morning, blown at like 11 p.m. And in the picture, if you zoomed in, you could see me standing with the tree guy in my yard looking at the tree damage. But I got it cleaned up, and I sent them a very sarcastic email, and the guy clearly didn't get that I was making fun of him.
He's like, thanks for your
Like,
attention
wow,
to the matter.
people don't normally send such nice emails. It's like, wow, okay, thanks.
You want to firebomb somebody, Phil? You go to his neighborhood. But yeah, stay away from people 20 houses down. That's not your
Too far.
It's not my
being a
domain.
nosy.
It's not even a neighborhood anymore.
What is the extent of like people you should know?
What do you mean, like in your life?
neighborhood? In your neighborhood, like I know
Either side of you.
Yeah.
and across the street.
Yeah.
Backyard neighbor,
Don't care.
they could die today, and I don't care. No, it's not that bad.
Wow.
But like, I have no relationship with the behind me person.
Yeah.
But either side, great relationship. Across the street, great relationship. Beyond that, like, you're just a rando to me. I don't care.
I kind of think we all know too many people. I want to know less
So?
people.
My dad doesn't know anybody.
Well, he's walking all the time.
He doesn't know anybody. I'm just kidding.
I would like
He's an
that.
only child, so he's used to not having a big network of
Right.
people around him. He's just like, my brother's the same way. He's just like, yeah, I don't really have any friends. I'm like, all right, good for you.
Just too much of everything. There's
I don't
we know
think
too
guys
many
should have a
people.
big friend group.
No.
That's for women.
There's
You need like
I don't have
one or
time.
two. Yeah, I don't like anybody.
I know too many people. I think there's too much of everything. There's too many people that I know. I think there's too many words.
Do you think there's too much immigration?
There's clearly
Boy,
too
this
many.
guy's ABC. Always be closing.
Yeah, he is.
I only know one thing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when you know it, just bang the drum.
So
You too many words.
I think there's just too
I
many
think
words.
that's the
Way
problem.
too many words.
There's too many
I
words.
think we're not using enough words. I think they're limiting our language so narrow that we can no longer think like outside on the margins. It's like Animal Farm. I think they do that. I just read Animal Farm and trying to pretend like I'm smart, but like the animals, a couple of them can read. Some just know like 5 letters, but they limit what they can get so they can only think within these defined things. So they're taking our words away. That's why Twitter's a bad thing. If you can't write out thoughts, put thoughts out in long form written out, then you can't amend the Constitution. You can't come up with the Constitution. They're trying to make us like, can't say it in 144 characters, can't say it.
Do we want to do?
Phil's ridiculous script of jokes.
That's what you've got.
That's it. I put script. You're like,
I
what
like
do you
the
think of
script
this run of
We
show?
got 2 more things to talk about. We can either talk. Oh, I got a meeting at 3:30. I have to be at. We can either talk about Taylor Swift, which I have nothing
I
but
don't know
one
anything
joke.
about that.
We could talk about Cracker Barrel, which won't be timely by the time this episode comes out in 6 weeks.
we won,
Thank you.
kind of?
We did win.
We did.
A
but
Pyrrhic
but
victory at
we've-
what
we've
cost?
lost so much.
Yeah.
We used to have a thing called Aunt Sarah's Pancake House. That was legit. It was like our local chain. It was like what Cracker Barrel wanted to be.
Yeah.
It was before IHOP, before all
Yeah.
this. It's like a hole in the wall with old fashioned candy. It was great.
Aunt
They
Sarah's
they got destroyed by Cracker Barrel, and now they
Big
can't come back.
Cracker. That's
Big
just
Cracker.
Big Cracker.
Cracker comes.
I like
through.
the theory that this was all a PR stunt.
Yeah, I do too.
I like that.
But somebody said the tell is if the CEO keeps her job, then yes, it was a PR stunt.
Well, they fired one guy.
Did they?
They fired one of the guys, the marketing guy. He's tweeted about
So
it.
what? They were just going to take the barrel off
And the guy.
sitting, who's presumably the cracker.
The Cracker.
He's-
Isn't
They
it
called him Uncle something.
Uncle Cracker?
Cracker.
That was a
Wasn't
band.
that
That was a
yeah,
band.
that was the band. Why did we get mad about this?
Because they were stealing our heritage. Because they were going to remove the sign, make it bland, look like a Denny's sign. Then they were definitely going to remodel all the stores
That's
to
what
make
I
them
care
bland.
about.
Yeah.
They were going to redo all the food to make it bland. I was reading a whole thread yesterday, like the margins on
Actually
Cracker
care.
Barrel
I don't
are
think
apparently
our
very.
heritage is a corporate logo, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But
Was
it's
the
not-
but
it's-
was
it's-
this one of those
the
because it was a
implication.
white guy? Is that the
Well,
idea?
no, because it took out Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben
Yeah.
from the rice and the syrup.
That makes me more mad than anything.
I took my kids to a McDonald's for the first time in like 20 years
Yeah.
on a trip this summer. It's like clean now.
Yeah.
They've got like a screen.
Yeah.
My kids will never
Yes,
know
it's a
what McDonald's
kiosk.
was like. McDonald's was a horrible, horrible place.
If you look at the 1990s McDonald's, this meme goes around.
Yeah.
Their outfit was like they had a suit, like a tie, and they were all like not disheveled and pieces of shit. It was interesting. Everything gets worse.
One thing I forgot about the Scottish girl, then we'll move on to whatever. I'm going to read you an article from the Evening Telegraph. Presumably, this is a Scottish paper. Tell me what is wrong with this article. It's 5 paragraphs, so bear with
You're gonna read the whole thing.
You're gonna read
It's
the whole
it's it's short. It's real short. Girl on bladed weapon charge.
Okay.
A 14-year-old girl has been charged after allegedly being caught with a bladed weapon in Dundee. Police were called to St. Anne just off Cooper Angus Road in Lochee
Of course.
shortly after 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. It followed reports of a girl having a bladed weapon. Several police cars were sent to the scene at the Balgay Street car park following the report. A Police Scotland spokesman told the Evening Telegraph around 7:40 on Saturday, "We received a report of a female youth with a bladed weapon in St. Anne Lane, Dundee. Officers attended and a 14-year-old girl was charged in connection. She will be reported to the relevant authorities." What is missing from that article?
A Scottish accent. You need.
All the
That's all I could
context
think.
of why
All the
she
context.
had a bladed weapon.
She was just there with blades.
You'd think this lunatic 14-year-old girl was flashing axes and knives.
Just
Not
running
one
about.
mention of these
Being
psychos.
surrounded by grown men.
Cannot hate the media enough.
No. However much you hate them, it's not
You
enough.
don't hate them enough.
Phil's jokes.
Oh, we shouldn't do jokes. We
It's too
shouldn't do
serious?
jokes. I
Is
don't
it
know.
too serious?
Um,
It might be too serious. We may need to do jokes. Lighten the mood.
should we lighten the mood a little bit? We've talked about.
What do you call for? Never mind. I got some real bad jokes that are kind of funny for this one.
I don't know. I don't know if we should do. I don't know if we should do any of these. There was.
They took Speedy Gonzalez from us, and they still
Did they
have it
really?
in Mexico. Yeah.
You know what still
Talked to some
exists?
guys down there like, you can't have Speedy Gonzalez. Well, yeah, no, they said it was too offensive. Like, we love Speedy. And then one of the guys who didn't speak much English started doing the
Yep.
Anglais.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what we still have though? South of the border. On
Yeah, we do.
I-95. Pedro, that would be considered offensive by
Would be.
PC people. He's still got his burro, his donkey there. Pedro says, "Don't forget to stop at the board," or whatever. It's like, it's awesome. It still exists. The water tower or whatever it is a big friggin' sombrero that you can go up in.
Great. You buy fireworks.
Hey, look up Aunt Sarah's. I feel like we need to revive
Aunt Sarah's Pancake House.
Aunt Sarah's Pancake House.
I love it.
I like
Oh.
You can find that. Immediately, it tries to autofill Aunt Jemima. The people want Aunt Jemima back.
They do.
I spent so much of my youth here. Find an interior photo.
Is that her?
Is that her?
That's
the
that's
Keebler
her.
Elf lady. Isn't that the wife of the Keebler Elf?
Look at the inside of this. Oh, we kind of have it.
It was.
I mean, it
awesome,
was
though. Did it have-
dark wood.
Did it have
pancakes
bric-a-brac
and
on the
waffles.
inside? A lot of tchotchkes?
How's Waffle House doing? Is that a publicly traded company?
I don't know. I won't step in.
I don't
on
think
it.
so.
Okay.
I think it's
I mean,
privately
it
owned.
was dark and dank and amazing food and nice people that called you,
Sweetheart, hun.
darling.
Yeah, darling. I've been calling a lot of people at work sweetheart. It's not going well. No, there's been a lot of complaints. That and the pinching.
Pinching.
People are tired of it.
Shameful.
Shameful.
Is that Aunt Sarah's?
Look at it.
It looks kind of like a pew.
Yeah. It was like
This is great.
What is that
it
pie?
was like 50s Applebee's is what it
Cob-
looked like.
what do we got? A cobbler here?
Oh man, that looks.
Look at that
Dude,
thing. Look at that thing.
look at that. That's classic Americana right
That
there.
is.
Oh, chocolate chip pancakes. It was like a small chain that was like that diner you'd go to
Yeah.
in every neighborhood that you don't have anymore because IHOP took over.
Yeah.
Man, look at that. Chocolate chips on a pancake with a
Just,
big
like,
old heap of
scattered.
butter on it.
Bacon.
Man.
Oh, just
My dad hit me up with that a couple of weeks ago. He's like, "Have you heard about this International House of Pancakes?" And I go, "Yeah, IHOP. I've heard of it." He's like, "Apparently, it's just pancakes."
just pancakes, nothing else.
What?
Is it international though?
I don't know why it's IHOP.
yeah.
It's like how Kentucky Fried Chicken became KFC.
Yeah.
They dropped the old stuff, but he was International House of Pancakes. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with it. It's just pancakes.
Almost want Grant to read some of these.
I don't think so.
Grant, you want to read a couple of these?
Throw green things at you while you read about WWE.
Well,
that's what it was
You're
about.
way ahead of us here, Chief.
Phil had some ideas to fix the WNBA.
Well, I didn't. This was just some things I sourced off of Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Things I sourced off of Twitter. Fix the WNBA. This is what.
Like weekend update on SNL.
Just filling time here, bud.
Yeah. You can call it.
Some of the scary memes about the WNBA. It was we patted them down, how'd they get it in here, and it was a person's face like.
There was a great meme from Star Wars. It was like, I know what I have to do. I just don't think I have the
I
courage to
saw
do it.
that. I just don't know if I have the courage to do it.
Well,
Oh, good. Do you think we lived up?
I don't know. I was nervous
I
today.
don't know.
I was nervous today.
I'm
We know
sweating
Grant.
profusely.
Yeah.
But that's for other reasons.
It's because I'm so handsome.
I'm going to a WNBA game later.
I wondered why. I
Very
wondered why you
uncomfortable
pinched me
right
on the way in.
Oh, sweetheart.
Grant, glad you came by. Where can the people find you?
Where can we find your good
Can
work?
they find me?
I don't think we want them to.
No.
Why? Not your physical presence, but like
Oh, yeah.
online.
IAproject.org. IAproject.org. Immigration Accountability Project. That's us. Or they can find me wandering around the hill aimlessly. Trying not to get
cutting
bit.
down trees for the HOA. That's not what the
I
story
wasn't cutting
was.
it down.
Yeah,
All right.
that was bad.
We got close.
Sorry.
It's good to be here, guys. On your 1,000,001th episode.
Yeah.
I know.
1,000,001. We'll see you at 2 million.
We'll see you at 2 million.
All right. Cut the show.